My name is PedroLopes from the University of Chicago, and today I'd like to talk to you about a reflection paper that this very group of people that stand here in this slide, about a paradigm shift in our thinking about interfaces. We're used to thinking of HCI as the study of the interaction between humans and computers. This perspective of interaction makes us consider users and devices as two separate entities, the user and the device that I represent here on these bubbles. Now, this separation has proven very valuable since the early days of interactive computing, and this is what allowed us to move from mainframes to personal computers by improving the interaction by optimizing the input device's bandwidth and its ergonomics. This way of thinking of the letter I in HCI as interaction is very powerful, and it draws on the very definition of the word, communication with someone or something. And it's precisely that we as researchers are often optimizing. We're optimizing the speed of the communication, the bandwidth of the communication between the user and the device. But today, I want to emphasize that there's a new interface paradigm in the horizon just after wearable devices, and that these devices overlap with the human body to a much larger degree than ever before. Let me exemplify this using something that is very close to my heart: interactive devices based on electrical muscle stimulation. These have the capability of moving the user's muscles involuntarily. As such, by just activating these electrodes, one can turn your muscles into a display by controlling the way you sketch. Now here, what is really striking is that the user's muscles are an integral part of the hardware of the device. And that's why we say that there's a large overlap between the user and the device. As a result of this overlap, we really think it will be productive to think of the letter I in HCI not just as of interaction, but also as of integration. And that this paradigm shift is not just limited to devices that overlap with the user's muscles, but even with implanted devices. These are devices that are completely inside the user's body, usually devices from the medical realm, such as pacemakers and RFIDs, but as we'll see, also some interactive devices. So we think this perspective of integration can be very useful to explore the fusion of the boundaries between users and devices, and maybe even uncover challenges that only arise if you consider these two entities, user and device, as one integrated entity. So that's precisely what we did. We immersed 29 researchers for 5 days in Dachstuhl in Germany to discuss the grand challenges that come with integration of devices and users. We wanted to find out which issues are exacerbated when looking at HCI from the perspective of integration. And we clustered these issues in what we think are grand challenges for the field. And these are organized in 4 categories: human-compatible technology, identity and behavior, integration with society, and designing for integrated interfaces.